What do you want me to say?
Street school, Grandma.
Street school.
It's the same shit every time. What up, though, y'all? We live.
Are we live?
Okay.
We is live.
We live?
We still gonna do our intro though, cause you know this is the Bigg Homie Podcast.
Let's get
man.
it popping.
Let's get it.
This is right here.
Shout out to y'all, man. Boxx, what up?
What's down with you here?
What's up with you, man?
I'm cool, and brother, I appreciate you having me on your show, man.
Man, I appreciate you coming through.
Man, anytime, you already know.
Hey, man, I know you blessed us with this music and shit. Make sure we don't get flagged when this shit go up.
Nah, I got different level mentally.
This that shit you snap to right here. This shit go off, you gotta snap.
Welcome to the Bigg Homie Podcast. What up?
Whoa.
Miss
What's
T,
that?
how you doing?
I'm in here, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you know you got so much shit going on, man. What you want to be called today, Miss Duke? You want to call?
You can call me Miss Duke, you can call me Jane of all trades, you can call me Mrs. Russell, you can call me whatever you want to call me.
That's
You
what I
feel me?
wanted
We
to
in
hear.
here.
That's what I
We
wanted
in
to
here.
hear. Miss
Do it
Russell.
all.
It ain't Miss
Mrs.
Carissa's no
Russell,
motherfucking
you
mother.
feel me? Mrs. Russell.
Hey, shout out to you, man.
Hey.
That what's up, man.
Shout out to you, man. We got some special shit coming up too. You know what I'm saying? Highlighting that subject. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to that later. You know what I'm saying? E, what up?
What's good with it, man? I'm ready to dive into the topic. You know what I'm saying? We had a real good talk behind the scenes. You know, and,
Preliminary, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here, man. Bigg Homie Podcast, man. Shout out Street School. Shout out the Boom Boom Room. Shout out everybody here with us tonight.
Man, I appreciate you for coming, man. For sure, for sure.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So tonight's topic is, why do women think men are so sassy?
Controversy.
And it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Typically, you know what I'm saying, generally I would start with the female host. But I feel like that's what I say. I feel like we gotta defend our
Listen, because I gotta be able to let them know what it really is.
I thought you were gonna go there first. I wanted to hear something
because
first before I said
I feel
something.
like the topic off the rip, like niggas gotta defend themselves. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I got a lot of women I gotta defend tonight. You feel me? I'm outnumbered in here.
Man, I ain't
worry.
defending nobody, baby. You sassy, you sassy.
That's a fact. I feel
I
like
ain't
if you
defending
sassy,
you.
you
You
sassy.
got to defend yourself, man. You sassy, you know.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
So that's what's up. I'm gonna go to you first, E.
What's up?
Why do you believe women think men are so sassy?
It's a lot of reasons. I mean, for one, the same thing that's been going on as far as sassiness is getting more portrayed in the media and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, more people can see the sassiness. They can see what these dudes is doing out here. And not only that, I don't know, man, because some people gonna say they ain't. I mean, it's a fine line between what people think is sassy and what people don't. Like,
So you do agree that it's sassiness out here?
I do agree. I do agree.
Hold on, real quick. Let's
Talk to
define what you
Yeah.
are calling sassy, and then maybe you can speak a little bit more to that.
Okay. I think I don't know.
Is it
You
the nail
might.
polish? Is it the
That's it, that-
skirts? Is it
that's-
the man bags? Is it the wigs?
I think when you try to convert something that we know is sassy and try to make an excuse for it that it's not, I think that's just sassy. Like when you come up with too many excuses trying to, like when we talk about the man bag. I mean, that's, to me personally, to each his own. Like, I ain't judging nobody. I mean, you do what you do, but I mean, the nail polish, that's definitely sassy to me. Like that ain't, you know.
The man bag basically just evolved from the attaché case and the briefcase.
Okay.
Because us 80s babies and then grew up in the 70s, 80s, 90s, you see your pops or your grandpops with a briefcase or attaché bag.
Yeah.
And that's what they carried their stuff in. And they just switched it over to the man bag because when it comes to the sassiness, you know, no disrespect to the alphabet people or anything, but it's 3 parts to it to me, right? It's a agenda. It's also a spiritual thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's also, how can I put it? So the agenda is spiritual, and then it's also just something that human beings deal with in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things with human beings, period, that's been going on forever. So you're gonna deal with a certain person that's if they say that's how I was born, I don't believe that way. I'm not getting into that. That's not what it's for. But certain people a certain way. Then you have agendas that's actually put into play, that's actually marketed to people. And then also you have what is actually people where it's a spiritual connotation as well, is when you're dealing with too much energy of anything. Like if you have too much energy of anything around you, it affects you.
So you
see what I'm saying?
Too much feminine energy creates more sassy niggas.
Of course, because then becomes what's popular, it becomes what's attractive, and it becomes things that people gravitate to. The same way you could say about trapping and being in the streets. When it was in the 90s, everybody wasn't no street nigga. Yeah, you was a certain type of nigga that was a street nigga. You see what I'm saying? Now you fast forward, now it's more street niggas than regular niggas. You see what I mean?
Okay. But you don't think it was niggas that was like, I guess, quote unquote street niggas that they were jumping into a lane that wasn't necessarily theirs. So you could be doing street shit, but you're not necessarily a street nigga.
No, the thing is when it comes to that, it's 2 things. You a street nigga and you got a hood nigga.
Okay.
A hood nigga and a street nigga is 2 totally different things.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
The prime example that John Singleton depicted greatly in Boys of the Hood.
True.
They both was right down the street from each other.
Facts.
But Doughboy was a street nigga. You understand? And then
Facts.
we're gonna even we can even put it into the same family. Ricky was just a hood nigga that played football.
Okay. But if Ricky decided to do some street shit, does now he evolve into that street nigga, or he just a hood nigga that just did some street shit?
He a hood nigga that did some street shit.
Bet.
And it's a lot of hood niggas that do street shit now. Yeah. That's why everybody tell it.
And that's exactly how they end up locked up. Exactly what I'm about to say. Back to the topic, though.
I was just about to bring it back to you, though. I was just about to bring it back to you, though.
Yeah,
I want to know your
opinion. Say about this family.
Nah, I mean, and I think I'm on a totally different way with it. I feel like
so you do believe it exists?
It does exist, but not in that sense. I feel like it's more so. You got to think women are glorified now. Back in the day, women didn't have a voice. Now everything you see on social media,
man, the radio,
woman, it's all women.
Oh my God.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So the world goes crazy, but you got men like, hold on, like I'm still a man. I want to be seen because I'm supposed to be the head.
Wait, now
now they're doing this extra stuff to hop out there to be seen. Because sooner or later they'll switch back over, but they doing whatever they got to do to get out there so hey, I'm still the man.
So is that sassy?
In a sense, yes, it's sassy because at the end of the day, I mean, a woman is supposed to be beautiful. She's supposed to be seen. Men, okay, yeah, we get it. You're supposed to be handsome or whatever, but you're supposed to get your hands dirty. You're supposed to go to work and come home. Don't nobody supposed to see you. But when you step out, you step out. In the words of Misha J. Parker, what she always say, when I step out, no, when I clean up, I sweep and mop.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And like men don't understand that. Like you got a job to do. Your job is, listen, when we come out together, we're trophies. We will be put in that, we'll be put up on the mantel place. But other than that, like, no, you go to work, you go home. A woman is, every time she step out, if she go to work, she'll be in HR for hair and comb. A man can go months without a haircut and they'll never go to HR.
I'm telling you, I do.
No, I understand what you're saying. That kind of goes along with the marketing thing. Like it's marketed for them to want to think that's attractive or gravitate towards.
So they polish themselves up to be seen, to get out there.
So what's sassy? What's sassy to you?
Sassy to me is honestly a man who get in the midst of female situations.
Okay.
And I'm not saying at the end of the night when you go home, you talking to your old lady and she's like, babe, man, this, that, and the other happened. Like
that's sassy too, though.
No, that's not because men and women are sitting there telling you about what's going on. Like, yeah, come on, supposed to listen to your woman.
You want to tell somebody anyway.
Yeah, that's somebody bad.
When it becomes sassy is when that ain't your wife or you ain't past.
Okay,
it's
I
a
can
big
dig that.
difference
I can
between
dig that.
pillow
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
and talking to your spouse.
and not even just your wife or a woman that you've been through that much with.
Right.
You have that much of a bond, and there's some sort of a trust factor there.
Exactly.
Not talking to just a regular little chick. No.
Yeah,
right.
facts,
some
facts,
little
facts.
lady you trying to fuck with, and you know what I'm saying, you just speaking on something just to be speaking. That's different.
That is sassy, but the thing is a lot of us men at points in our life we feel victim to that, because if you don't have a man really standing over you and say shut up, don't tell her a damn thing, for real. And then all us go through like every last man probably been through that, whether you jumped off the porch as a teenager or a grown man. Every last man been through that. But hopefully you learn from it when you seen that female cross you. Now see if that's your trait and that's what you're doing, and you what they say, a chatty patty, that's something totally.
But you gotta be mindful what you tell anybody though, not just
the
a female or male. I hear all this. No, like I was a diehard tomboy. Don't get me wrong. When I say tomboy, I mean yeah. So I'm out here with them. You feel me? And I would hear dudes sit there and talk about everything, and I'd be sitting there like, dang, like, and like I said, it helped me not be a hoe because I knew I never wanted to be talked about. You feel me?
Yeah. They talk about it's about the same type. It ain't the same conversations, but niggas
but
get
still,
around,
like,
they gonna talk.
As a man, you should never be sitting around other men, but like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I fucked shorty, and you like, sit there like, dude, like I know she didn't want that out. She probably didn't want nobody to know.
Yeah. Either you taught that or you learned that. That's
it's a learned behavior.
It's either you taught that or learned that now, because everybody, when it comes to women and men and sexual encounters, especially when you're young, I broke my virgin at 12. So I'm a baby. So of course I'm on the block. I was selling crack back then too. So the first thing I want to say is, boy,
what you done did.
Ready to tell something.
Yeah.
And the first thing you want to say, because you got teased about it the whole damn time. You see what I'm saying? So the first thing you want to do is say, I did it. You know what I'm saying? And not knowing.
But that's at 12.
Yeah.
21, 22, 30, 35, 40. All of that. Like, come on now. You too grown for that. At some point in time, you should grow out of it.
I can't relate to that. You see what I'm saying? So certain things like that, I can't relate.
Okay. So let me throw this curveball in there though, because like it's easy to say. It's very easy to say, oh yeah, men shouldn't say this and that. But you also started off by saying like the culture is generally catered and more dominated by women being seen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times women do that.
Women always do that.
Women always do
That's
that.
what
You know what I'm
do.
saying? So I'm not saying, is it sassy for niggas to defend themselves? Like, yo, like say, for example, a girl saying what they saying, a nigga and a nigga bring it up to his dog, and now they having a conversation about it.
That's regular guy talk.
So so I guess my question is, how is it sassy for men to do it and not sassy for women to do it?
Okay, so this is the difference. If a guy is talking to his homeboy about a situation that was a problem, and he looking at his homeboy like, yo, like, I'm telling you this because I don't want to tweak out or I don't want to overreact to the situation. That's different, because you expect your man to be like, all right, listen, let's talk it out. Because that's your job as your friend, is to make sure your homeboy don't go do no stupid shit. So that's different. Now, when he just sitting around and he yapping about shit that don't even matter, that's sassiness. Because as a man, you don't need to be sitting around having them type of conversations with another man for what?
But a lot of them men sat around their mama while they talk to their friends and they
exactly, and that's why they think it's cool to do it. It's learned behavior.
Very much learned behavior.
I've heard some niggas say, "Nah, man, I just wanted my niggas to try this bitch out." Like, you know what I mean? Like, this, she going.
But see, the thing is this now, and Swag, you gonna understand this. You understand me? The thing about this is with that, when it comes to women, you got different type of men, right? You got men that lie to women, and you got men that tell them what's up. And the men that tell them what's up is a small percentage. The majority of the time, the men that lie to women is the one that's going to say, I want you to try shorty out, versus you really talking to shorty and you saying, look, this is an opportunity for you because you're a freak like that and my partner won't knock you off. And some women be going for that if you just open your mouth and have a conversation. But it goes back to what I say, certain men have to teach you certain things. Like I said before, like certain things I learned was wrong and certain things I learned was right. Like some of the things that I was supposed to be told as a young man. I wasn't told. I didn't have nobody to tell me.
I would
But
say that's
certain
because of the bitch ass men that was around you, though.
Nah, but see, the thing is a lot of niggas is bitch ass niggas. And just because you have real traits and you do stuff, now I ain't gonna say bitch ass niggas. Let me correct that. A lot of men, let me say this. A lot of men, I'm gonna be politically correct. A lot of men aren't men.
True.
But you don't realize that till you become a man, though. You
don't realize that till you become a man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the men was around me, taught me some pimp shit.
That's all they knew.
And that's all they knew. And that's all you are ever seen. So a lot of times that's what you get in the black community is don't do what I do, don't do what I do what I say.
Exactly.
And that's a lot of times, that's a lot of things that we didn't learn. But the thing is we're from a generation. I'm an 80s baby. You're 80s baby?
I'm an 80s baby.
You're 80s baby. You're 80s
90s.
baby. 90s. You're 90s. You're
really
80s.
not even really.
That's what I'm
really,
saying.
really even late 90s.
Barely.
Barely shy.
So
You
that's
still with me, honey. It's okay.
So that's what I was saying. So different morals and different principles and different teachings was attached to different people as the decades change.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you catch cats in the 70s that's a little older than us, early 70s, late 60s, have a different little kind of mind frame than us that's 80s babies and late 70s babies. And so what it is as those generations passes, you peel back a little bit of what's acceptable and what's not acceptable.
Yeah.
And that's what society goes to. And that's what goes into what you were saying about how they're saying, okay, I want this attention. So as these generations passes, we peel back. And like Common said, when he said the streets gave us with no instructions to assemble it. So like a lot of y'all from the 90s, we didn't give y'all no instructions.
We didn't.
We just told y'all that this was them. Let's go.
Yeah.
And y'all was like, all right, let's go. And then when y'all start doing it and we uphold certain shit we was telling you uphold, y'all like, me get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, get out of my face.
Yeah.
And that's why you got these generation alpha motherfuckers that have no sense. Because y'all generation totally was like, fuck it. If they did it, we could do it. And we gonna do it on another level because now we could do it with diamonds and we could do it with gold. And now we could do it. We have more access to information. All we had access to was the streets and crack. That's it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all got information.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so when we talking about, like the transition though,
Okay.
because when we talk about sassiness, and do y'all believe that? I guess we already having a conversation about sassiness being poured into you almost, or not poured into you, and missing certain characteristics allow you to be a certain way. So with that sassiness is like, do you believe that is because it's not from a 2-parent household?
Hell no.
Not necessarily.
Nah,
you can't say that.
Because I had a guest. The reason I ain't mean to cut you off, but the reason I asked is because I had a guest that said that he's a barber, and he said he can sometimes tell the difference between the energy from a young man who's been raised with a man around compared to a young man who's been raised without one.
All right, so now that's why you say 2-parent households and having a man around is two totally
Most
different
definitely.
things.
He have some type of man structure around him, so it won't. So the 2-parent household doesn't.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I guess I should rephrase my question. Is it important for a young man to have a man in the household?
Yes,
Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah, because
Very
I
much
went
so.
through it. I went through kind of like two things we was talking about. On the manly side of it, I had to go through. I had to go through a lot of mistakes and a lot of negativity to learn how to. I'm still learning to this day, even like how becoming into a man and stuff. But I ain't never been. But on the flip side of it, I don't never think I've been sassy. And it was just me, my mom, my grandma. And that's who it
your mama's
was.
on like, but I ain't boy.
I mean, it was, and I hate that. I mean, trying to knock nobody because I with the kids and stuff, but it was little things as far as like the toys I played with, like little things like, nah, we ain't doing it. It was just installed in me to be a certain way from her. Now, cause she do everything, no, but she could stop me from doing certain things that she seen
you come
me.
and play in her makeup, wear her heels,
No, she not doing that.
comb
None of
and
that.
brush her hair.
None of that.
But-
And I can't even remember even trying to do that. But I mean, even let's just say I did when I was 2
probably
years
whooped
old.
your ass.
Whoop my ass. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
So aside from what you tried to do, right?
right.
I
What you
mean,
mean?
my bad. Aside from what they tried to do, you know what I'm saying, to prevent you and just help you, guide you along the way,
Mhm.
still without that man being around, did you think it was some things you missed?
It just took a little longer. Like, I mean, then again, not to knock my daddy, I love him to death, but who he was at that time, he might have gave me a little bit of wrong information. Not as far as being a man, but as far as when I become a man, what to do. How to get this. I mean, it's old now, so I can talk about how to get this money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Certain shit of that nature. So even the things I gravitated into eventually on my own, I would have been doing that shit when he talked about 12 years old. I would have been on certain shit. I would have been on that, knowing who my daddy was. Like, I would have been on that. So I basically say everything happened for a reason. It's probably a blessing that he wanted, and maybe it was a blessing I did go through certain things, because as we both know, certain things that I went through 10 years ago, those niggas at my age going through that now.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
See, let me ask you this question right quick. Have you been a single parent before?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, temporarily, I guess. Not really too much, because my kid's dad has always been there.
Thank you for saying that.
You know?
Cold.
Thank you.
So I can say I've been a single woman, but I've never been a single parent.
Thank you for saying that.
That's dope.
That's what you listen to from a black woman, y'all, in social media land. When they break it down like that. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, I don't like when women be like, I'm a single mom. I be like, your kid dad is in their life. They be like, oh, but I'm still, no, baby, you're a single woman. You're not a single mom. He's still doing his job, whether he's in the household or not.
Respect. And so back to you, E. So this is what I wanted to say before I left my mind, right? So you didn't do nothing sassy. How long did it take? Like, were you good at controlling your emotions early, or it took you time to get a handle of that?
I did. Cause my mom. I'm gonna tell you like this. I ain't never thought about putting my hands on my mama. I ain't never put my hands on my mama. But she's short. She a small frame woman. When I got to about 9, 10 years old, a lot of certain discipline. Not to say I disrespected her, but it kind of went left a little bit, because now I'm bigger than my mama and shit like that. No, I ain't gonna never put my hands on her, but it was what it was.
And that's the point I was trying to make. Is the difference between dealing with emotions and being sassy. So a lot of stuff kind of go intertwined with people when they say certain things.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what we see now. Like, it's certain things that specifically say a man sassy, and it's certain things with young dudes that deal with emotions.
Yeah, the emotion part, I really, I mean, even still to this day, it's certain things you hold in. And then I think for people that's in general, the fact that we talking about this makes people hold stuff in. The fact that we even talking about like people, the men being sassy and this, then a third, it's like, dang, I can't even be me if that's what you want. But that's what I'm trying to explain. Like, if that's what you want to do that. But don't kind of hide from it and not be that. Just be that. Like,
see, like the dealing with emotion things, right? Is levels to it, right? As black men, we don't deal with emotions, period.
Right.
Wow.
We never was taught to.
Right.
So that means we gotta automatically shut that off.
Shut the fuck up.
That's
for
for 500 years. That's from the slave master not messing with her, messing with the kids.
Yeah.
So we can't show no emotion. So if we don't show no emotion, we take that whip, we take that beating, they left alone. So that's one level of it, right? That's one tier of it. And then you got the next tier of it to where we don't deal with emotions is the parenting. Like, I grew up with both parents, but it was on and off type of thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? God bless my mama's soul, and dad, I love you, but I'm telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it was an off and on type thing. I'm the middle child of 11, right? 8 boys and 3 girls. So I saw both sides. I wore the hand-me-down bell bottoms and butterfly collars. And I also was there when Power Rangers came out. You see what I'm saying? I played both sides. So, and I seen when my daddy and my mama was together, she was 14, he was 16 since then. And we had 11 kids.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? So they was all the way together from then. So you could see the nuances as a kid.
Yeah.
So that means I might have had to learn how to deal with certain emotions differently. Okay. And then my brothers that's younger than me deal with emotions totally different than my brothers that's older than me. And God bless the day, my brother that got killed. You see what I'm saying? So all of our emotions were different. And I had to learn how to even navigate towards that. So that's the thing. But none of us came out sassy. You see what I'm saying? Because we had the right kind of men around. But you could tell the nuances in when my dad was all the way there and when my dad wasn't all the way there. The way we deal with emotions.